evening and welcome once again to Metro Pro Wrestling here on Metro Sports. I'm Dave Borchard alongside Chris Goff. Huge night, Chris, including main event with the Metro Pro title on the line. Jeremy Wyatt against TJ Perkins. And here, we got a great match to get things started off. Dan Walsh and Jake Durden going to take on Ricky Cruz and a partner TBD, I guess.
Yeah, you know, Dan Walsh made this match a couple of weeks ago. He won the Ring Rules Battle Royal. He got to make matches, and he made this. Him and Homeless Brody right there, the beautiful Jake Durden. Look at that, Dave. Look at all that manly hair. He just exudes machismo.
Did you just call it beautiful, Chris?
Yes, he's a beautiful man, Dave. Despite the fact he has little bits of french fries and crap that he was digging out of the dumpster here earlier tonight. Anyway, Dan Walsh and Jake Durden taking on Ricky Cruz, and he said, hey, I don't even know who wants to be your partner, Cruz, because you have no friends. It might as well be Lucy Mendez.
Well, as long as Lucy's out here, I guess I wouldn't mind that scenario, but surely against two competitors like Durden and Walsh, I think Ricky Cruz would need more than Lucy. No offense to her, she's great in her own right, but against this behemoth, look at that guy.
Come on. Lucy Mendez couldn't even break a fingernail, one of these guys. You kidding me? She shouldn't be in the... Look at Dan Walsh running the cardio on the ring apron. Him and Jake Durden gonna take out Ricky Cruz, send him back to Puerto Rico.
Can't repeat his comments here on even cable television late at night. And
he's gonna give him a t-shirt, but no, they're not worth it. I agree.
I think I just saw a sparrow's nest in Durden's beard, Chris.
Dave, he could have thrown out that shirt to one of these fans and they would have worn it for the next 6 months, because Lord knows they don't have any clothes at home based on some of the stains they come in here with.
I was gonna say, it's probably too clean for any of the hardworking blue-collar fans here at Turner Rec Center, Chris.
Yeah, Dave, sure. Take out hardworking.
Hello!
Lucy Mendez out here with Ricky Cruz, and I don't see anybody else, Dave. What a shock. Ricky Cruz has no friends, just like everybody predicted, so I guess it's going to be, what, Lucy Mendez taking on Jake Durden now? And Dan Walsh? Yeah, right.
I can't even talk right now after what I just saw, Chris.
Dave, you are so repressed, okay? Every time Lucy Mendez comes out here, you start slobbering at the mouth, you have to pick you up off the floor. It gets disgusting after a while.
She's a beautiful woman, Chris.
You're supposed to be professional here, Dave. Obviously, I pull it off. Why can't you?
I don't know. I mean, it's just distracting. Lucy Mendez is a beautiful woman, and I mean, this isn't distracting. Look at this. It's like Dance Revolution, Chris.
Just threw up some water in my mouth because I just saw that. That's disgusting every time I see that.
Lucy Mendez making her way into the ring, and certainly the fans here at Turner Rec Center. It's not just me, Chris, that are appreciative that Lucy's out here tonight. Ricky Cruz, a big fan favorite as well.
That's true, Dave. I thought you were alluding to the fact that all these fans love Lucy Mendez because they actually see a woman in the flesh, as we've discussed before. It's sort of weird without being behind an internet screen.
Oh, no.
But it seems your senorita is hardly dressed there to wrestle. Is that the only partner you can find? Because she's the only one that speaks your devil language?
What?
Yep. What's Ricky Cruz going to do about it, Dave?
Looks like he's pointing towards Durden, or no, I think he's pointing towards the back, Chris.
What is this?
Oh, yes. He's got, it's not Lucy as a partner, Chris. He's got a much bigger, badder partner in mind. It's Bull Schmidt.
I haven't seen Bull Schmidt in months, Dave. He comes back here to team up with Ricky Cruz, of all people.
Oh, the crowd here at Turner Rec Center's going crazy, Chris.
Oh, my gosh. All the Schmidt heads here, they love this guy.
Bull Schmidt!
Oh, this is horrible. Now this puts Jake Durden and Dan Walsh at an incredible size disadvantage now, even though Dan Walsh has been pumping the iron and he's putting on a lot of muscle mass, Dave. This guy's a genetic freak now, but you know what? He's not as big as Bull Schmidt and Ricky Cruz.
Well, you know what? Durden's a big, tall guy. They need somebody big and tall like Bull to take him on, and you're right, though. These are two big, strong guys, and Schmidt and Ricky Cruz is going to be real tough now for Dan Walsh's team. Maybe he's wishing he wouldn't have made this match after all.
I think that's exactly right, Dave. Here's a former Metro Pro champion, Bull Schmidt, coming out here to tag with Ricky Cruz, which means obviously it's unfair to them. They have Lucy Mendez out there in their corner, Dave. That hussy should be sent to the back, but she's not going to wrestle.
Bull Schmidt passing out free hugs to the crowd here, Chris. What a great sportsman.
Yeah, I got some sanitizer for your body, Bull. You're going to need it after you touch some of these people. Especially that guy in that pink hat there.
I still like that guy because he's got that Flintstones hat, you know?
Yeah, the Grand Poobah look.
Exactly.
It's really over in 2013, let me tell you. Bull Schmidt, the new cape, Dave. What is he, Superman now? Come on.
Might as well, Chris. And Bull Schmidt, we know a big Packers fan, but looks to be sporting some Minnesota Vikings colors tonight. I'm a little confused by that, but nonetheless, how about a little smooch for Lucy?
Minnesota Vikings colors. He's wearing black and blue.
That looks like a little purplish blue. I don't know.
Really, Dave? Hey, I'm going to take you to the eye doctor after this and see if you can actually see some colors, okay? We're going to look at a color chart and
Shut
see.
up, Chris.
Good Lord. I didn't know you had these kind of medical issues. Bull Schmidt and Ricky Cruz set to take on Jake and Dan, and we'll see if Dan Walsh's plan backfires, Dave.
It looks like Dan Walsh with a sneak attack, and that's exactly what he does. You can see that coming, and Cruz and Schmidt caught not paying attention.
I love this red canvas in the ring. It's great. Oh, it's blue.
Shut up, you moron.
Look at this. Bull Schmidt taking out Jake, and Ricky Cruz going to work on Walsh.
Almost Brody out on the floor here, and guy's got a lot riding on the line, not just that huge paycheck he's going to get for performing here tonight, Chris, but
sure.
I heard Dan Walsh was going to get him some of those new Fish McBites if he can get a victory.
Yeah, you know what? This huge paycheck might actually be a nice down payment on a Happy Meal. You're absolutely right. And that's going to be big for him, Dave, because hasn't eaten in a while.
Oh, look at Dan Walsh running away like a coward, Chris.
None of these fans in here understand the brain inside Dan Walsh's head. He's talking a little strategy now, telling Homeless Brody exactly how they're going to take down these two hulking men over here in the corner.
I don't know if any of these fans really want to take a peek inside Dan Walsh's head, Chris.
Dave, he's an armed forces veteran. He's a reality show veteran.
He's a pervert, Chris.
What?
How many skanks has he made out with on MTV?
I don't know, Dave.
The over-under's 15, Chris.
I know a lot of men are pretty jealous of that fact, including you.
No, I'm a happily married man, Chris. I've never looked at another woman.
Please, Dave.
We
used to watch
Lucy,
Real
maybe.
World and Road Rules all the time. Again, you acted the same way with Lucy. And to pick you up off the floor and pull your own drool. Here we go. Dan Walsh and Ricky Cruz finally getting a one-on-one match to start this thing off.
Yeah, finally, if Dan Walsh could stay in the ring this time. Just went running for the hills a minute ago when Ricky Cruz went to lock up, and I don't think this is going to happen.
Handshake.
Unbelievable.
Look. Look.
Yes.
Yeah, Ricky Cruz, that little backstabber slapping his face.
And that's a legal move, Chris.
Yeah, if Dan Walsh would have done that, you would have said how horrible it was. And look at him choking him out, pulling his ears.
Hey, at least Ricky Cruz didn't attack him from behind like Dan Walsh did. He hit him right in his face, Chris.
What's wrong with that, Dave? That's part of wrestling. You attack from behind. You know what? If you're Ricky Cruz, you're supposed to be the upstanding individual in the ring. You don't do that when you're trying to have a handshake.
This big headlock by Cruz, but the Danimal breaks the hold but goes crashing down.
Ricky Cruz now looking down at his work, screaming at Dan. Oh, I wish Jake would have gotten a hold of him. No! Nice arm drag there by Cruz.
Danimal thought he outsmarted Ricky Cruz, but Cruz stopped short and was able to get control back.
Next time, I hope Homeless Brody just puts a big boot in his back, David. Look at this. Bull Schmidt didn't even get tagged in.
No, I heard it, Chris.
Cheaters. Working over that right leg. Look at that big brace, that big knee pad on Dan Walsh's knee.
Getting that smell emitting from the corner where Homeless Brody has set up shop, Chris. People are crying here in the front row at Turner Rec Center.
Dave, I'm sorry if he didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his mouth like you, okay? And I said, oh, look at that. Knee to the groin. Is that really what a METROPRO champion has to do to get over with Dan Walsh?
Oh, I think he was going for the midsection, Chris. He just missed.
Yeah, sure, Dave. Sure.
Bull Schmidt now in control despite what may have been an illegal tag. I had my eyes closed at that moment. I didn't see it. And oh, look at that.
He's trying to tell the referee Dan was pulling his hair. He's setting him up and framed him like he normally does.
Bull accidentally kicked Dan in the jewels, Chris.
Accidentally? Look at that. Closed fist to the face, just cheating left and right.
You know what they say, Chris? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. True in NASCAR, it's true in professional wrestling as well.
Rubbin's racing. Is that the same in wrestling too?
Possibly.
Yeah, okay. You know what? Look at this. Look at this submission here.
I don't know how anyone could not submit to that. Dan Walsh is immobile, Chris.
Is he going to pull his heel back to the back of his head, Dave?
Oh, and Ricky Cruz is salivating, getting a chance to go at Dan Walsh when he's completely vulnerable.
Oh, dropping the knee on him too, man. Look at this double team going on. Look at they're just taunting Homeless Brody. You might as well just put out a big cheeseburger for him. Guys ain't eaten in weeks.
Oh, another shot to the groin.
Look at this. How are they treating Dan Walsh this way?
Dan Walsh's days of fraternizing with the MTV babes may be coming to an end, Chris, with all these grunt shots tonight.
I hope not. I'm going to cry a big old tear if that's the case. I feel bad for him. Look at this, trying to climb up the ropes, and Cruz has his feet. How's he going to have the leverage, Dave? Come on, Brody, get in in there.
Oh, look at this. It's 2-on-1 again, Chris.
Come on, help him, Brody. Come on, yes. Look at this cheating in the ring, Dave.
What's going on here, Chris? What's going to happen to the Danimal?
Referee countryman telling Brody to break. And he did.
Oh.
Oh, come on, he did. He did exactly what the referee told him to do, and it hurt Dan.
Well, that's fair then. They followed the referee's instructions. How can you be complaining?
Yeah, you are such a hypocrite, man. Look, he tagged. Come on, he tagged Brody. Why didn't that count? Is the referee blind?
I think he missed him, Chris.
Yeah, right. You're about as good with tags as your colors.
Look at this. Bullshit in complete control. What a move there. I think it's over, Chris.
I could have taken Dan out right there. He's a cover.
Dan Walsh is taking a beating.
No!
Ah, but Brody interferes just in the nick of time.
Thank you. The homeless one coming in and stopping it. You know, actually, someone told me that the homeless Brody, Jake Durden, might be going to Japan soon, Dave. I hear they have much better homeless shelters over there.
Really?
Yeah.
How the hell would he get to Japan, Chris?
I don't know.
It's like sneak on board in one of those cargo ships in a giant crate or something?
Possibly. Hobos used to do it on trains. Why can't you do it on planes? Look at that, just stomping on the head of Bull Schmidt. And look at that. Yeah.
Oh, God, interfered from the outside. Who would ever do that?
Yes. Hopefully he had some broken glass on that tape.
What's the referee doing, Chris?
Look, Dan's telling him to talk to Medea or something. I don't know.
Did you just say you wished homeless Brody had broken glass and the tape on his hands that he just struck Bull Schmidt
Yeah,
with?
he was digging through the trash can outside. I figured he had some kind of
What is wrong with
crap on
you?
it. Here we go. Here we go. You don't ever want to tick off a guy that hasn't eaten in a month, Dave. Yes.
Oh, big punch there to the chest by homeless Brody and another to the face.
Jake Durden looking down on Bull Schmidt. How many people could say that in MetroPro?
Certainly not very many. Now homeless Brody screaming at the ref.
I don't know why.
Can't imagine his breath smells much better than his body, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, there's all sorts of diseases now.
It's a T-bone, buddy.
Well, Schmidt probably with rabies after that bite, Chris.
Remember when Bugs Bunny used to think, when he was starving, he used to look at things and think they looked like a huge steak, Dave?
Yes.
That's what homeless Brody does that all the time. He looks at Bull Schmidt like, that's a huge pork butt right there.
It's an interesting analogy, Chris, but you might be correct.
Well, I went to a grilling smoking class the other day at the Culinary Center, Dave, and I learned pork butts aren't really butts. They're pork shoulders, and you make some nice pulled pork out of it. So that's exactly what Jake Durden wants.
If it's actually a pork shoulder, Chris, why don't they call it that? Because that would be a lot more appetizing of a name than pork butt.
I don't know, Dave.
Well, it looks like you didn't learn everything at the Culinary Institute, did you, Chris?
That's the 9th wonder of the world, Dave. I'm sorry. And the 10th wonder. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, China. Anyway, Jake Durden now working over Bull Schmidt, continuing with that big forearm shot, and he's out on his feet now, Dave.
Man, you're right. Bull in desperate need of a tag here. But he's just taking a pounding in the center of the ring from homeless Brody and maybe a choke slam here.
Come on, choke it. Choke slam, come on. Yes. No. Doubles one. They both got each other, Dave. Who's going to win this one?
You say there's no way we'll see a double choke slam, but both guys going for it here.
It looks like Jake has both hands. Come on. No. Look, they're raking each other's eyes, but no. Bull Schmidt did it first. Oh. Two behemoths going at it in the ring now.
Oh,
Big
huge
boom.
kick, yeah. And Bull Schmidt would normally destroy a guy's face. I don't know if he can get all the way up on homeless Brody's head. Oh, but a huge clothesline.
Look at Dan Walsh over there, very upset about the boot, but now very happy that he's getting the cover now. It's going, oh, come on.
Just a 2 count. Homeless Brody thought he had those fish McBites locked up, Chris.
Well, those fishing bites drive a many a man crazy, Dave, but I don't know if he's going to get them tonight. They need to continue on this momentum that they're on. Big kick to the midsection. There it goes.
You know what? Bull Schmidt has an extravagant dinner in mind as well, Chris. He told me if he wins, he's taking Ricky Cruz and Lucy out for some taquitos again.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
he will splurge, and that whole paycheck will be gone in Quick Trip.
Oh, he had it, David. Ricky Cruz didn't come in.
That turnabout's fair play. Brody did that earlier in the match.
I just went over to Quick Trip, Dave. I saw they had that little sign that said they're not prepared yet. I don't really know if he's going to be able to get those taquitos, okay? Might have to get some other white trash food.
Big knee drop to the spine, Chris.
Nice. Come on, Walsh. We're pulling for you up here, buddy.
And you're the one person here at Turner Rec Center pulling for the Danimals. Brody tagged back into the match.
Look, kick his face.
Oh.
Yeah, knee to the head. That always works, Dave. And now just scraping. Look at that. Ripping open his mouth. Hopefully getting a finger in the eye. That'd be nice.
Like some unofficial dental repair going on there from homeless Brody. Last guy in the world you'd want to have your hands in your mouth, Chris.
You don't think homeless Brody has good teeth?
I don't know. I wouldn't want his hands digging around my mouth. I'll tell you that much.
You don't think they look like little baked beans in there, maybe?
Little chiclets.
Look at that, just jumping on the back. And look, he's putting his arm up. Of course he has to go for a groin shot, big cheater.
What a great counter maneuver by Bull Schmidt. But Dan will interfere.
Yes. Heavy artillery now in the corners. Big right hands from Homeless Brody. And here comes Dan Walsh. More hits coming his way.
Bull Schmidt going for the reversal, though. Off the ropes, and look at this move by Bull. Yes!
The Schmidt bomb, Dave. That's not looking too good for Dan Walsh.
Normally, Bull would be able to pin his opponent here, but he's too beaten up. He's just trying to get to his corner for a tag, I think.
Get up, Dan, get up. Come on. Get up. Look at that little Jezebel down there in the ropes. She shouldn't even be in the ring. This is horrible.
I never stopped looking at her, Chris, as Cruz gets the tag.
Come on, misses the clothesline as Brody, but no. Ricky Cruz going to work now. No!
Oh, the crowd has started your favorite soccer chants, Chris. Ole, 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 as Ricky Cruz with a big spinning heel kick.
Favorite and soccer don't go together in my world, Dave. Look at this. Big. Of course they're saying ole, ole for freaking Ricky Cruz.
The Puerto Rican sensation cleaning house here on the homeless bum, Jake Durden.
Come on! Oh, big knee to the midsection and a huge boot to the head. There's an ole, ole right there. That's a goal right there, Dave.
Shut up, Chris.
Look, Dan Walsh and Homeless Brody talking about how they're going to spend their night on maybe a buffet over at Chow's Chinese, Dave.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that would be one of the finest meals Brody's enjoyed in his entire adult life.
True. And if he is going to go to Japan and get used to eating cat.
What?
Look at that. Missed a big boot, but big boot by Cruz. But tag in by Dan Walsh.
What a match here so far.
No!
Cruz ducks under and delivers a huge clothesline of his own and another.
Oh, come on. Look at these kicks unleashed by Cruz. Misses the high kick. Dan Walsh laughing, but no. Reverse thrust kick. Crescent kick to the head.
Oh, but watch your back, Cruz.
No.
Yes.
Going for the choke slam now. Homeless Brody still in there. Ricky Cruz taking them both out, but no. Look at this, Dave. Choke slam on Ricky Cruz.
Oh, he hit it.
It's over. It's over. Now Dan Walsh just needs to cover 1, 2, 3, Dave.
Looks like it's not happening at the moment, though. Danimal really worse for wear.
Danimal, get over there and cover him. He's taking too much time, Dave. Homeless Brody and Bull Schmidt fighting outside. Well, what is Lucy Mendez getting up on the apron for?
Oh, Homeless Brody head first into the steel pole, and I think you're right. I saw Lucy there at ringside, and
what is she doing?
Dan Walsh is putting the moves on her, Chris.
Of course Dan Walsh is. It's a female. No! Oh!
Dan Walsh in all sorts of trouble here, Chris.
Look at this, Dave. Finish maneuver by Ricky Cruz. Oh,
yes!
No!
What a great match to start the show, and Ricky Cruz and Bull Schmidt emerge victorious.
That Lucy Mendez, she knows exactly what she's doing, Dave. She's getting up there and distracting Dan Walsh. She knows that the lovely ladies are definitely Dan Walsh's weakness.
Great match to get things started. We mentioned, Chris, a huge main event coming up next. Jeremy Wyatt defending that METROPRO championship against newcomer TJ Perkins. Guy that's been a star in Ring of Honor, Chris.
You're absolutely right. TJ Perkins, originally from Kansas City, and Jeremy Wyatt says that he is going to start his Indie World Tour with a stop against TJ Perkins, but I have a bad feeling for Wyatt, Dave, that Perkins is going to take that title back to California.
Hello, I'm Ron Burgundy. Okay, I'm not. I'm the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and you are watching Metro Sports. Stay classy, San Diego.
No! What is that?
There's nothing better than this.
Join Metro Pro Wrestling 24/7 on social media. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/MetroProKC. On Twitter, you can follow us at KCMetroPro. Our YouTube page is located at youtube.com/KCMetroPro. And finally, our company website with all of our live event dates over at MetroWrestling.com.
Introducing TJ.
Welcome back. Main event time here on Metro Pro Wrestling. The Metro Pro Championship is on the line. Jeremy Wyatt, one of the greatest champions in professional wrestling history, Chris, in my opinion.
Yeah, now you say that.
I've always loved Jeremy Wyatt. Taking on DJ Perkins, Ring of Honor star. He's got a terrible attitude, but certainly a great young wrestler.
He is a great wrestler, Dave. I mean, so many people, Adam Pearce has told me how great this guy is. But you know, if Adam Pearce says it, you take it to the freaking bank, Dave. TJ Perkins coming here from California, and you heard him, Dave. He's from Kansas City originally, but he actually wanted a career, wanted to go and be bigger things in life in professional wrestling. So he went on to California, made a huge name for himself around the world.
Well, I don't like people with that kind of crappy attitude, Chris. I have a former college roommate, and he turned his back on Kansas City, too. I hate losers like that.
Yeah, so do I. You're absolutely right. That guy was a jerk. Anyway, TJ Perkins in the ring, Dave. This guy's extremely athletic. He is ready to take on Jeremy Wyatt, who some consider the best in the Midwest. I used to before he started backstabbing all his friends. Speaking of backstabbing friends, taking on Mark Sterling in that best-of-3 series. Now he
Who won that series, Chris?
Jeremy Wyatt, Dave.
Ah, that's right.
Okay.
I forgot.
Okay, there
That's why
it
he's
is.
got the gold, right?
He's got the Metro Pro title there. And Jeremy Wyatt, look, doesn't really like slapping hands, Dave.
Very reluctant, but he is doing it at least a little bit, Chris.
He's not exactly a guy that loves the fans, Dave, for 100%. He's not like some of these guys around here, like the Ricky Cruz who wants to go dance with Kane guy. But Jeremy Wyatt, nonetheless, definitely one of the best wrestlers in the country today, taking on TJ Perkins in his Indie World Tour. And this is going to be interesting, Dave, because he continues to hold on to this title. If he does, he will be taking on some of the best names the independent professional world has to offer. And one of them right here in Kansas City tonight, TJ Perkins.
You're right. Wyatt may not love the fans here, but the fans certainly love him, and what a change we've seen in that regard here in the last 2 or 3 months. Jeremy Wyatt turned into a real fan favorite, even if not a traditional one. And look at the belt on the line there. Wyatt worked so hard to come back from that broken leg. He did so in a remarkable time. Won the belt back from Mark Sterling and now trying to defend it, like you said, against some of the best indie wrestlers here in the country.
Yes, this will be quite the match, Dave. I mean, TJ Perkins, you talked about it. He's been in Ring of Honor. He's been all around the country in different promotions around the world, rather. And you know what? TJ Perkins, one of his trainers, Antonio Inoki, of course, all-time great from Japan. He has had many people help him to where he is today, Dave. He's 28 years old, and he's ready to take on Jeremy Wyatt. He's in sort of the mold of a few years older than ACH, Dave, but extremely agile, extremely athletic. This will be interesting. Look at Wyatt.
Oh, Karate Kid moves, Chris.
What is he, trying to be funny here? He's got a major title defense.
Just keeping things loose, Chris. He doesn't want to get too serious and overthink himself.
Yeah, Wyatt, yeah. He's always serious. What are you talking about?
Look at this test of strength of the champ. It looks like with the early advantage here, but now Perkins trying to get back some control. Look at that takedown.
Nice takedown, like nice pin, but only gets a 1 count. Wyatt jumping out of that, but both their hands still locked.
Well, I've ever seen a test of strength involve this many additional moves, Chris.
You're absolutely right, holding on there. Finally, let's go. Takedown again. Not even a 1 count there. Look at the speed these two are going at now, Dave.
Man, what action here early in the match.
Nice kip up by TJ Perkins, and some of the moves I've seen, Dave, leading up to TJ Perkins coming here to Metro Pro Wrestling. If you check him out on YouTube or on the web, it's amazing some of the moves this guy can pull off. I mean, hopefully we'll be seeing some of those tonight as he defeats Wyatt for the Metro Pro title.
Hopefully we will see those moves, but Wyatt will retain the title. At least that's the way most of the fans here at Turner Rec Center think. And look at Wyatt getting them all riled up, Chris.
Yeah, it's just so weird to see Wyatt act that way. Off the ropes now. Oh, look, he would have got a big boot to the face.
Wyatt was too smart for that move, though, and now they lock up here in the center of the ring.
There we go. Waist lock now on, and nice takedown by Wyatt. Working that left arm of TJ Perkins, but nice head scissors now.
Yeah, great reversal there by the challenger, Chris. Perkins in control here early in the match.
So it'll be interesting to see how Wyatt can combat TJ Perkins. I don't know how many times he's faced somebody with the athleticism of Perkins. Look at that. Almost thought he was going to slip into a crossface, Dave. It would have been pretty early for that.
I think Perkins probably would still have the energy to be able to break that. Look at that nice reversal again by Perkins.
We'll see. Reversal after reversal off this. Irish whip now off the ropes. Look at that.
Look at that athleticism over the top, and what a move.
Take it down, Wyatt rolled through, a nice arm drag.
Unbelievable athleticism by both these guys early in the match, Chris, and look at that great move by Wyatt.
2 arm drags, there was a head scissors in there, and now Wyatt still working that left arm, that left shoulder, in control now as he puts his knee on the head of TJ.
Great technical wrestling on display from Wyatt and Perkins here early in the match. As I mentioned, great athleticism for both these guys as well, Chris.
I mean, TJ Perkins has a resume most wrestlers would want to have at this point. Dragon Gate, Ring of Honor, PWG in California, TNA. I mean, this guy has virtually been everywhere except WWE at this point. He's had tryouts multiple times. Why he hasn't been signed is beyond me. Same could be said with Jeremy Wyatt as well.
Now, most prestigious MetroPro Wrestling now on the resume of Perkins as well.
Of course. I obviously put MetroPro above WWE and all the rest of that, those other promotions, but that's just me. You know, they're working that arm now with that left arm of Wyatt, taking it behind him. Nice reversal again by Wyatt. We're going to be seeing this all night long, Dave. Of course, both these guys obviously mat technicians. I would say TJ Perkins has the obvious, the airing. He's going to be jumping off more, the athleticism off the top rope. You're going to see that more from Perkins than Wyatt, but Wyatt's still been busting out that Macho Man elbow and several moves off the top as well. Of course, he does a superplex into his fisherman suplex finisher. We'll see if he can bust that out today.
Got the crowd in his corner as well here at Turner Rec Center, despite the fact, as you mentioned, TJ Perkins, a former hometown guy. He has no loyalty to Kansas City anymore, and these fans certainly have no affection for him here tonight.
Yeah, you heard what he said a couple of weeks ago, saying Kansas City is a bunch of losers now. And who can blame him, Dave? He's moved on from here and done a lot more in professional wrestling than most people around here, so I guess you really can't say anything bad about him, huh, Dave?
He's a jerk, I'll say that about him.
No, he's a good-looking guy. I think Lucy was back there hitting on him.
What?
Yeah, I think so. Here we go. Doesn't be cover, but no, look at this, Dave.
Look at that, Chris. What a submission move there, sort of like a half Boston Crab.
Texas Cloverleaf. Look at him trying to submit him into a crossface. No, STF, look at this.
Wyatt close to the ropes, though. May be able to reach him if he can crawl his way over there, and he does.
Oh, my goodness. How close was he to submitting, Dave? And that would have been a new title change here for MetroPro.
Big stop to the back, and TJ Perkins certainly looking good here early in the match, Chris. Formidable foe here for the champ, Jeremy Wyatt.
Working over that left arm still, seeing if he can work that out. Maybe just loosen up a little bit more so we can go for that submission move one more time. But head scissors on his head. Definitely keeping Jeremy Wyatt on the ground is going to help TJ Perkins. Look at the athleticism of Perkins, Dave. Just the spring in his step every time he moves. He's done several kip-ups. It's just something you don't see every day.
I'm only used to seeing that in my house, Chris, when I'm exercising.
Yeah, when you're watching videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I usually just kip up off the floor when I get out of bed in the morning.
Please.
Did that, I'd actually probably end up in the hospital, Chris.
Yeah, I was going to say, unless you have a Craftmatic adjustable bed, you're not popping out of anything.
No, you're right, though. Perkins, unbelievable athleticism, and certainly this guy impressive in his MetroPro Wrestling debut. But Wyatt able to reverse it and get back in control with a submission hold of his own.
Still working that left arm. Both these guys going after that body part, which is a very old school wrestling move, obviously, Dave. Work over a part, both of them working on that left arm. Referee Wilkos asking if he gives up. Perkins says, heck no. The match continues.
Wyatt continuing to work over that left arm, left wrist of Perkins, but now Perkins looking to reverse it himself. And
look at that leverage move going down on his knee, and Wyatt's ripping open his mouth there, Dave. Oh, that looks painful.
Wyatt back in control, Chris. It's reversal after reversal here early.
Well, Dave, I have a feeling this is just going to be crescendoing until TJ Perkins and Wyatt really start throwing out the heavy artillery. Look at that, basically cartwheel and a drop kick right in the face of Jeremy Wyatt.
Wow, you got such height on that drop kick, Chris. As you mentioned, struck Wyatt right in the face. Now a reversal by Wyatt. Look at Perkins, stuck on the ropes, but what an evasive maneuver.
Look at that, look like a bug, Dave, just sticking to those top 2 ropes, and Jeremy Wyatt goes flying out. Look, I told you this guy will bust out some things you've never seen before here.
I've never seen a move like that. Unbelievable by Perkins.
Wyatt's out there, and here comes Perkins out to the outside. What's he gonna do now? Cameraman getting a little close and personal here as Wyatt goes flying into that ring post.
Oh, face first right into the steel post.
TJ Perkins doesn't really want to scuff up those shoes, Dave. He has to go out later, going on the town with some ladies out here. Just take a number.
What do you think? Plaza, P&L, Westport, where's he going tonight?
Oh, not Westport, that's trash out there. Big uppercut, except Kelly's, I love Kelly's. Big uppercut on Jeremy Wyatt.
Well, I would say there's many potential sponsors for Metro Pro Wrestling in Westport, Chris. You might want to rethink your last statement.
I'm okay with Kelly's, we can do that. Hey, we've survived 3 years without sponsors, Dave. I think we're going to be okay.
That's an excellent point, Chris.
Not that I don't want any.
Again, if people want to sponsor the show, what do they need to do, Chris?
I don't know. Just watch the show, Dave, and call the
Not
action.
fair enough. I'm
We're
just
trying to play business.
Trying to help out
Look
those
at that.
idiotic owners of Metro Pro, Chris. That's all.
Senton bomb on Jeremy Wyatt. Here's a cover.
Only a 1 count, though, by Perkins.
Just a 1 count. Look, you can't believe the guy can't count past 1. It is amazing.
I think referee Wilkos can count to at least 2, Chris. Don't know if he can make it to 3, though.
Look at this.
What an array of moves by TJ Perkins, Chris.
Locking up those legs now as a headlock. Total wear down move here. I don't think it's going to cause a submission, but look at him bending Wyatt like a pretzel. Definitely could be a submission, but Wyatt now getting the leverage on him. Here's a cover.
What a move by Wyatt, but unable to get the 3 count, and Perkins another takedown.
Nice takedown. Look at that flip over the top. Drop kick to the head.
Very impressed by this young newcomer here, Chris. It's certainly a guy that's given Wyatt a run for his money here tonight.
Look at him choking him out with both hands in the middle of the ring as he count to 5. Wilkos just starts it, breaks at 1. Rule abiding young newcomer.
I'll give him credit for that, even though I think he's got a crappy attitude. He seems to be fairly good about following the rules.
Wyatt, big shot to the midsection. He's not exactly a newcomer either. He's been around since he debuted in January 2000. I believe at that point he was at the age of 17, 18 years old
16,
at that point.
Something like that. I call him a newcomer. I guess it's just because he's new to Metro Pro and he still looks so young, but you're right. He's had a very lengthy career up to this point.
Already a veteran, still in his 20s, but look at those big shoulder blocks by Wyatt. Look, scraping the eyes now. Always works.
All right, I retract my statement about Perkins not being a rule breaker, Chris. And, into the tree of woe here in the corner.
Trying to get it, got that left leg up there, locked around that turnbuckle, and look at him now in a very precarious position here is Jeremy Wyatt. TJ just keeping him down with this.
Oh, he high-fived referee Wilkos. I don't think that's what he wanted at all.
He high-fived him, Dave. Look, tell everybody to kiss his butt. Here we go. This is trouble. No, puts on the brakes.
Oh, he got his foot right in the jewels, Chris.
No, he's just adjusting his knee pad.
Thought what he was doing at all, now working over that left knee.
Look at that, just all that leverage on that knee, just tweaking it around that turnbuckle, and Wyatt's going to be really hurt. That's the one it broke, Dave. Here we go, here's a cover.
Leg is hooked. Just a 2 count.
That was close. We'll see the conclusion of this match right after this.
The Turner Recreation Commission is a full-service recreation facility located in Kansas City, Kansas. Program offerings include youth and adult sports, boxing, karate, dance, tumbling, cheerleading, fine arts, childcare, youth and adult fitness classes, 50-plus programs, a fitness center, year-round aquatic programs, birthday parties, rentals, and much, much more. For more information about TRC and their programs, please visit their website at turnerrec.org.
Welcome back. Main event title match continues here on Metro Pro Wrestling. TJ Perkins, Ring of Honor stars, been in control much of the match, and he's in control of Jeremy Wyatt here at the moment.
Man, we have seen some moves by TJ Perkins that we had never seen here before. Look at that nice high kick, man. The flexibility of TJ Perkins off the chart.
You're right, big martial arts style kicks, and what big impact as well.
Look at Jeremy Wyatt, Dave. I mean, have you seen him getting worked over like this before? He looks like he's completely out of it. I mean, of course, like Mark Sterling, using ladders and tables and everything else last couple of months have definitely put some damage into Wyatt, and that broken leg, of course. He's just had a long year for him, but TJ Perkins obviously in very good shape and keeping Wyatt on his toes, rather.
Crowd here at Turner Rec Center urging on Jeremy Wyatt as he gets his way back to his feet, but a huge blow there by Perkins.
Here we go, off the ropes, Irish whip reversal.
Huge clothesline by the champ.
Here comes some life from Wyatt now.
And a third clothesline by Wyatt.
3 lariats in a row, and here we go, Irish whip again.
Wyatt's been down most of the match. Can he get some control back here?
Big elbow, look at Perkins going to the corner, springing to the top, but moving out of the way. Missile drop kick totally misses. And look at this, Dave, pinning combination.
Leg is hooked for the champ, and Perkins kicks out at 2.
Wyatt back up now. Look at that, backbreaker on the knee, and
what a move by Jeremy Wyatt.
Slamming the back of his head on the mat. Here's a cover.
That may be it, Chris. Oh, just a 2 count.
Perkins able to kick out, but Wyatt definitely with the momentum right now. Just when I thought Perkins was going to take it home, Wyatt has shown some life, and now Perkins seems a little wobbly.
Wyatt, huge knife edge chop in the corner. You can hear that echoing through the rafters here at Turner Rec.
Irish whip into the corner. Here comes follow-up, big boot to the face.
Now Perkins again catches a gut shot with the foot, and what a great suplex by Wyatt.
Perkins now in trouble. Here comes Wyatt with another cover. 2 count and 2.5.
What a slow count by referee Wilkos there, Chris.
No, that was too fast, I thought.
Perkins unable to make his way back up to his feet. And Wyatt again urging on the crowd here at Turner Rec. I think he's calling for the finishing sequence here, Chris.
Saying he's going to end it, Dave, which maybe he's going to be looking for that superplex followed by the fisherman suplex, but no. Double underhook, maybe suplex, no. Reversed by Perkins off the ropes now after the double kick. Perfect for a 619, Dave. He's Rey Mysterio, but what's he going to do? Look at that spring off the second rope to the head of Wyatt.
Again, an amazing move by TJ Perkins.
Look at him just sizing him up, Dave. Ready for the kill now. Come on, turn around, Wyatt. Here we go. Look at that. Frankensteiner, here we go. No. There's a reversal again.
And now Perkins going for reversal and another. It's reversal after reversal here, Chris.
Look at this. Rolling around the ring like a clock, Dave. In the corner now. Is it covered by Wyatt? No.
Only a 2 count.
I thought Perkins was done there, Dave, but Wyatt up on his feet. Both men up now.
Oh, double flying cross body block. Both guys are down.
Both are down, and that has to hurt both of them, Dave. They've both been back and forth in this match. I don't really know who has upper hand at this point. I thought Perkins was getting it back, but I don't know. The double count now instituted by referee Wilkos up to 5 now.
Of course, the count out, not the worst thing in the world for Jeremy Wyatt. He'd retain his title, Chris.
Yeah,
I don't think he wants.
Champion,
I don't think he wants to win that way. You're right.
Perkins is getting up. Come on, guys. We want to see a finish to this.
Wyatt up to his feet first. Now Perkins as well in the corner. Oh, maybe playing a little possum was the challenger.
Look at this, another kick. Takedown by Wyatt. And maybe STF, another submission move. No, but Wyatt breaking free of it, Dave.
Good thing he did, because he may have had to tap there, Chris.
And trying to get that crossface in. Perkins trying to get out of it, and he does.
Nick Perkins had that move scouted, Chris.
Texas Cloverleaf now, Dave.
Oh, and this time more in the center of the ring, Chris.
Oh, look, trying to get the leverage in. He does on top of Wyatt, but unfortunately for Perkins, Wyatt very close to the ropes.
It's like Wyatt may be about to tap Chris, but he's trying to drag himself to that bottom rope. Yes, he got it. Thank goodness.
Lock it in, cinch it in for 5 more seconds, buddy. And Wyatt, just look at him, Dave. He's been through the ringer. Perkins is up, and he's saying it's over now.
Perkins gonna try to finish off the champ and claim that Metro Pro title, Chris.
Maybe a 520 corkscrew, 86er. There's so many things that he does for a finishing move, Dave, but no, Fireman's carry reversal out of it. Big forearm by both men. Lightning spiral?
Wyatt called for him, but Perkins had it blocked, Chris.
Oh, now Perkins, look at this move. Takedown, throwing him down on his back, cover. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. 2.
Oh, Wyatt barely kicks out. Referee Wilkos informing the great bell ringer it's only a 2 count, Chris.
Look at this. Saying maybe the 520, Dave? This is an amazing splash if he can hit it, Dave.
It's like he's going to the top, Chris, but taking a little bit too much time to get there. Wyatt catches it.
I wanted to see it, Dave. Wyatt just ruined it for me. Oh, plants him into that canvas, and Perkins is out of it, Dave.
Oh, face buster with all his weight behind it. And Jeremy Wyatt, I think, has a chance to finish Perkins, but definitely not 100%. He's calling for the Macho Man elbow, Chris.
Oh, come on, Perkins, get up.
One of the best moves here in Metro Pro Wrestling if Wyatt can hit it.
I was waiting for the 450 splash. Now I'm gonna get the Macho Man elbow, Dave. No!
This is just as good, Chris. Just as much of a high flag maneuver.
Come on. Oh, look at that. Playing possum,
Oh,
Dave.
Perkins catches it.
Running to the corner, and now Wyatt is out on his feet on that top turnbuckle. What is Perkins gonna do with him in this position now?
Maybe a superplex here.
Hopefully. Use his own moves against him. That'd be good.
Wyatt, though, punching his way out of it, Chris, or at least trying to.
Continuing to, oh, look at that. Taking him by a singlet and just throwing him down on the canvas.
Neither one of these guys in great shape here, though. Perkins, though, all the way to the top just in a quick motion.
Perkins is so quick to get to the top of that rope, Dave. But unfortunately for him, Wyatt coming to and now getting the upper hand now. Look, this is what we talking about. Is it going to be a superplex after the headbutt?
Wyatt certainly setting him up with headbutt after headbutt. Perkins in a daze here on the top.
Uh-oh, not good for Perkins.
Yes, Wyatt hit it.
Now Fisherman's.
Wyatt into his finishing sequence, Chris.
This is not good for TJ. Here's a cover.
Leg is hooked. 1, 2.
No! Yes, thank goodness.
How did he kick out?
Who kicks out of that? TJ Perkins. That's who.
And Wyatt
Can
certainly...
you believe that just happened? I don't think you're selling it enough.
I can't believe he kicked out, Chris.
It's amazing. TJ Perkins, a man-child.
Wyatt can't even get up to his feet despite being the guy that was just delivering the huge blows here.
Perkins, both men still down. The double count was going on, but Wyatt up first. Perkins, very wobbly, Dave.
Match is taking a lot out of both guys here. A full Nelson, no.
Look at this. No, reversed out of it by Perkins.
Oh, super kick.
That's gotta be it, right?
Did you hear the force of that impact, Chris?
Right in the jaw of Wyatt. Wyatt is out goofy, Dave. He looks like Glass Joe. Look, Fireman's carry. Detonation kick, but no, he doesn't get it, Dave.
A Wyatt had it scouted, Chris, yes, into the finisher.
The crossface. Get out of it, yes. He got it, yes, he rolls out, Dave, thank goodness. No,
yes, he got it locked in again, Chris.
How did Wyatt do that? He's close to the ropes, Dave. Look, he's rolling him again. No.
Oh, he's not close to the ropes this time, Chris.
No, come on, no!
Perkins taps out, what a match!
Can you believe it? I thought we were gonna get the detonation kick. The Fireman's carry into that big kick to the face, but no, Wyatt gets out of it, and he beats him with the crossface.
What an unbelievable match, and give credit to TJ Perkins. He gave Wyatt all he could handle tonight, but nonetheless, the Rebel retains his title.
Jeremy Wyatt has, I guess, concluded his first stop on the Indie World Tour by defeating a wonderful professional wrestler in TJ Perkins tonight, Dave. Sort of a clash of styles. TJ, very athletic, very high-flying guy, but Jeremy Wyatt able to take him out. And who's going to be next? We've seen it, Dave. If it was continuing, it's going to be Jeremy Wyatt taking on Scrap Iron, Adam Pearce, right around the corner.
Two of the best we've ever seen in Metro Pro Wrestling. That'll be a hell of a match.
TJ Perkins, so very impressed with him, and hopefully we'll be seeing him more in Metro Pro Wrestling because what a debut match as he had to take on the Metro Pro champion, Jeremy Wyatt. Wyatt's going to walk out victorious, holding on to that title he just won from Mark Sterling just weeks ago. You have anything good to say?
I'm just so glad Wyatt won. What a great champ.
This has been a production of Metro Sports and Time Warner Cable, Kansas City.